We are live, baby. We are live. Live and wreck, live and wreck, live and wreck, live and wreck. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex Raw Talk, aka Alex Real Tech, is in the building. I say Alex Raw Talk first because I am live streaming on the Raw Talk channel, multi streaming to the Alex Real Tech channel. So I want to thank all my channel members on the Alex Raw Tech channel, with all my supporters on both channels. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. So, what's up, guys? What's up, Walter? What's good, Ray? Um, you know, let's get right into the subject. How can you tell when you're having an outage on your carrier? Basically, when your phone says no service is a red flag. If it goes on SOS all the time, and if it's multiple people saying they have the same issue. Because sometimes your phone can say SOS and it's an isolated issue. It's got to be you and a whole bunch of people having the same problem. And most of the time you call the carrier and they're like, yeah, there is a known outage, there's a tower down, so forth. But what happened with Verizon on Saturday, yesterday, affected Total Wireless today. So right now, sadly, I no longer have Total Wireless. Or I asked them for a refund because I changed my phone number and they couldn't generate a new one because of the outage. So right now, Total is working on that. Is the $20 plan worth it? Yes. It's $20 for 5 months. I finally found the fine print where it says 5 years price lock guarantee. So, you know, just because Verizon is having this outage doesn't mean T-Mobile is having that outage too. T-Mobile's not having an outage. Because I seen somebody posted on Reddit yesterday that their T-Mobile phone was saying call failed when they were calling Verizon. No, duh. Ah, le puse pausa, lo que tiene que apretar el botón de medio de nuevo. Mhm. Um, my girl called me and she has Cricket and her phone was saying call failed. So does that mean that AT&T was having an outage? No. That means Verizon's outage had to do with calling. So of course, if it has to do with voice and not data, your voice calls are going to be rendered. So that means anybody could call you from any carrier. It don't matter. They could have called you. They could have called me from Metro, Cricket, AT&T, T-Mobile, or even Verizon, and the call would have failed because there was a nationwide outage that was reported. So it's really important for you guys not to go based off people on Reddit, okay? Especially if it's not even a reliable source, it's just some random person talking stupid just to get views on Reddit and to get likes and to get, I don't know, I guess, looking for popularity on Reddit. Well, I'm going about this in a different way today. Um, a lot nicer. But seriously, you can't be gullible. Because yesterday I was calling T-Mobile Business for something important, and I couldn't even get through them because too many people were calling, talking about if there was an outage with T-Mobile. If you already know, okay, and if you didn't know, you were living under a rock that Verizon had an outage. It was all over Reddit, it was all over Twitter, it was all over YouTube. Like I said, even the news reported on Univision, the Spanish channel, and Telemundo reported, the Spanish channels even reported on the outage that, Verizon had. So you had to be literally living under a rock not to catch that. So you can't. How if a this is what I want to explain, and I'm trying to stay calm and cool and collected about it because I get mad when people don't listen. All right, listen to me clearly. If you see on the news, whether it's English or you're Spanish or you're bilingual like myself, that I know both languages, right? And you see on Univision or Telemundo or CNN or NBC or ABC, and they're reporting a voice outage with Verizon. Ding, 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 ding. Common sense says, oh, that's why I couldn't call my significant other or my best friend that has Verizon because they're having a voice outage. So that's why my Samsung, any freaking Android you own or any freaking iPhone you own said call failed. It had nothing to do with T-Mobile. It had nothing to do with AT&T. It had everything to do with Verizon. So people just need to stop running off and believing shit on freaking Reddit, man. Because I was heavily pissed off. I'm over here trying to contact T-Mobile business for something important. Your whole time is 3 hours. We are having high calling right now. This is exactly what the IBR said. An unexpected amount of people calling right now. So your whole time is 3 hours. And what a coincidence, right? After that idiot posts that on Reddit, people go crazy calling T-Mobile like there's no tomorrow. Bro, it's a T-Mobile voice outage. It's really important to have common sense. Seriously, it's really important. I don't know why people do that. Like what makes you think that because Verizon's having a voice outage and you're calling a Verizon customer and your call says failed, what makes you think that has to do anything with T-Mobile? That's not T-Mobile's fault. That's Verizon's fault. And like I said, I'm being completely nice about it. Yesterday I was crashing out about it because I despise when people are so gullible. You're not supposed to be that gullible. You're not supposed to be so gullible that you hear anything on Reddit and you go and run with it. You know what? I'm calling everybody I know. I'm making a post on Twitter. Guys, guess what? I heard on Reddit that T-Mobile's also having an outage because people are calling their friends and family with Verizon and their iPhones and Androids are saying call failed. So if there's a voice outage with a cell phone carrier, let's just say Verizon, because this happened to Verizon yesterday. We're only 24 hours since that happened to Verizon, okay? If there's an outage, right, and it's being reported by the Spanish news, the English news, it's all over social media, you know it's true, okay? And it's called a voice outage, not a data outage. Why can't you comprehend that means that if you try to call somebody with Verizon, you're not going to be able to reach them? Why can't you understand that? Like, that's what I'm really trying to comprehend. Like, how can people not understand that? That's just common sense. That's like, no, duh, you're not going to be able to call me. I had a voice outage, not a data outage. So that means that everybody that called me yesterday, whether they had Verizon or had AT&T or had T-Mobile or T-Mobile MVNO, AT&T MVNO, Verizon MVNO, they were not going to get through to me. And that's what I need you guys to understand. Need you to understand that. You guys are clearly not understanding. And I'm not talking about you guys that watch me. I'm talking to the general public. The people that sit here and had me waiting 3 hours to get a T-Mobile customer care. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. It's like you really have to think, man. Well, Tim, see, this is why I'm gonna put you on timeout, all right? So you don't cry. Tim, this is the only warning I'm gonna give you. I am talking about cell phone outages. You're not supposed to be in my comment section, basically recommending another channel that I don't even know. Because I swear to God, I will ban all of your channels. You are acting like you're somebody new on here. So back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Tim. Um, you can't blame the other carriers for Verizon's outage. That's the same reason why I didn't crash out on Total Wireless today when they lost my phone number. Because it's not their fault. It's Verizon's fault. Verizon's outage caused for Total to not be able to generate numbers. Okay? Because it was a voice outage. What is a phone number? A phone number is what lets you make and receive calls. So is a phone number not part of voice? Yes. So can a voice outage cause for activation failures? Yes. Can it cause for your mobile number change to be prolonged and maybe you'll be 2 or 3 days without being able to find a new number? Yes. So people need to stop acting like, seriously, like, listen, I appreciate all my new subscribers. I appreciate all my new viewers, but pay attention to the channel. Pay attention to the words that come out of my mouth. How am I not going to know that phone numbers are recycled? Because I had to correct somebody. You guys know I reported this outage with Total earlier today. And the person said, oh, they just ran out of numbers in your location. You need to understand that most of these numbers are recycled. Oh my God. Am I the tech content creator or are you the tech content creator? Why wouldn't I know that every carrier has recycled phone numbers? Why wouldn't I know that? If I have Metro, if I have T-Mobile, if I have Verizon, if I have AT&T, if I had Boost Mobile, because I have no Boost Mobile no more. And I got all these carriers. How the fudge am I not going to know that the numbers are recycled? No, duh, Ben knew that. I knew that before I even took YouTube serious. All right? I have had T-Mobile since I was fucking 14 years old, and that's the only curse word that I'm going to say. YouTube, I don't want you guys punishing me. That's the only curse word I'm going to say. But you guys understand that I'm getting frustrated with these people writing to me rhetorical questions. If you don't know what rhetorical means, Google it. As a matter of fact, you don't even got to Google it. Rhetorical means you're asking me a question that you already know the answer to. So telling me, do you know that the numbers are recycled? No, duh. Good Lord, how wouldn't I know that? My whole channel is based on mobile. So how the fuck wouldn't I know that every carrier, every MVNO, every MNO, which are the big carriers, the big three, they all recycle phone numbers. So how the heck wouldn't I know that? And I promise you two, that was the last F-bomb that I'm gonna drop. And that's what I need you guys to understand. Okay? That's exactly what I need you guys to understand. I've been doing this for years, so of course I'm gonna know the numbers are recycled. Recycled numbers has nothing to do with a voice outage. You can't put two to. That's why I get frustrated. That's why I be ready to crash out on people that comment in my comment section when they say dumb stuff. Because you're sitting here thinking stuff that I already know. Common sense should tell you, he has 55,200 subscribers. So he's got to know what the F he's talking about. Yeah, so am I going to sell dumb telling him this, maybe I shouldn't say this. Like, for real, think before you speak in my comment section, because I don't want to crash out on people. So what I'm gonna start doing when people say dumb stuff in my comment section, I'm gonna start hiding your channel. So you can still see my content, but you're not gonna be able to comment, and nobody's gonna see your comments, and you're just gonna be a ghost on this channel because you're not listening. You're being a Tim. Only Tim would say some dumb shit like that in my comment section. Oh, Alex, do you know that cell phone carriers recycle their numbers? What? Did you just ask me that? I'm telling you gotta, patience is a virtue on YouTube. Seriously, you gotta have a big patience with people. Seriously. Seriously, seriously, seriously. Siri activated. Thinking that I said Siri when I said seriously. So I'm being honest, guys. Please do not ask me stupid questions in my comment section. Questions that you should know that I know. I got over freaking 2,000 and something videos on this channel, on the RAwTAlk channel. So you can't sit here and ask me dumb questions like that. I would understand if that would have been a comment on the RAwTAlk channel, I would have let it slide. Because the RAwTAlk channel was just started. But for you to ask me a dumb question on the RAwTAlk channel, like, do you know that the numbers are recycled? That does not mean there's an outage. They just ran out of numbers. I'm gonna say, you know, you're lucky that I didn't call you a dumb mother effer like I do to these people on Reddit when they say stupid shit like the shit you just said. An outage can cause for no numbers to be available, and it can also cause for your phone not to be able to be reactivated on a new number or an existing number that you had before. So I clearly said on the video, on the 15-minute video, they can't activate my phone, my old phone number, and they can't give me a new one because of the Verizon outage that happened yesterday now is affecting total. So if I'm talking in Spain English, I'm not even talking in Spanish, how the hell do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I understand if I would have had a huge ass Puerto Rican accent where, oh my God, you know, I can't. And then the other idiot that I blocked off my channel, I actually banned him. I didn't even hide him. I hit him and banned him. He comes on the video. I forgot which video it was. When I talked about the new deal that T-Mobile came out, the Saver, what is it called? The Essential Saver, yeah, the Essential Saver plan. That's $30 a month. Okay, that's only $30 a month when you put in the number and you do auto pay. He comes and tells me, "Good Lord, you're illiterate." That's exactly what he commented. Good Lord, you're illiterate and you need to learn how to read. See, I crashed out on him, and YouTube let me crash out on him. I called him a mother effer. I told him to go F his mom. I went completely ballistic on him. And then I just decided to say, you know what? I'm just going to ban him and hide his channel. Because if I say, guys, you guys know I'm dyslexic, it's hard for me to read certain words because I see them backwards. That's just common mother-loving sense that if it's hard for me to read the word, I'm not even going to try. I'm going to let you guys, that's why I tell you guys here, you guys can read the rest, guys. But no, see, my true people that follow me and have been following me and understand me know this. Now, these new people that are coming to see my channel, which I appreciated from Reddit, you know, I mean, I don't get it. Why you don't say dumb shit like that on Reddit? Where I don't got to worry about getting a copy strike or being demonetized. Say that dumb shit on Reddit. Call me illiterate on Reddit to see how small I make you feel. How I hurt your feelings and guarantee that you delete your whole Reddit account. I'm telling you, you guys don't know what you're messing with. I'm not gonna go in like I go in on Reddit on here because YouTube could say you're going in too deep. You know, you're taking it too far. Reddit doesn't care. Reddit is a free fall. So for the jackass that I banned off this channel, just in case you're watching, because I know how you Looney Tune asses are, come at me on Reddit. Matter of fact, you're more than welcome to call me illiterate right now on the video that I just put up of the total wireless outage to see how I belittle you. And you will never ever say some dumb shit to me ever again. I guarantee that. Guarantee that. Yeah. So there you go, Tim. I don't have patience for you anymore, bro. You have been banned from both channels. The RAwTAlk channel and the RAwTech channel. RAwTech channel. I can't take you anymore, bro. You talk about random shit that don't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Instead of sitting here and trying to learn something, you over here spaced out in goofy snacks. Like, good Lord, yo. So back to what I was saying, man. An outage on one carrier is not going to affect on all carriers because T-Mobile doesn't run on Verizon. Verizon doesn't run on T-Mobile. AT&T doesn't run on T-Mobile. AT&T doesn't run. They all got their networks. So how can you think just because there's an outage on T-Mobile or or Verizon, it's going to affect AT&T? Good Lord, that's why these tech channels are so important. That's why it's so important for you guys to listen to the words that are coming out of my mother-loving mouth. So that way you don't look dumb. So that way you don't look dumb. And I'm being serious. I'm not even joking. People are getting mad and leaving the live stream, but it's true. You want to stay dumb, then stay dumb. Say some stupid shit like that. Oh, well, did you know that when Verizon has a voice outage, it affects T-Mobile too? What? How the fudge does it affect T-Mobile? T-Mobile doesn't run on the Verizon network. But it still does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Explain to me how a Verizon outage is going to affect T-Mobile or AT&T. Because it does. They're all the big three. Do you realize that T-Mobile has its own network? Don't know. Don't they run on Verizon? No. That's why it's called the T-Mobile network. That's why it's called the Verizon network. That's why it's called the AT&T network. So it's really important for people to listen, man. But I'm gonna stop giving an F. I'm gonna let you guys look stupid. I'm gonna let you go into a T-Mobile store. And I hope that rep laughs in your fucking face. Sorry, YouTube, this is the last time I'm gonna curse. When you tell them some dumb shit like that and say, you know that the Verizon voice outage caused problems for T-Mobile too? What? Sir, what are you talking about? What did you come to the T-Mobile store for? Because I couldn't call people that had Verizons. Okay, and? That was a Verizon outage, not a T-Mobile outage. Well, my phone says call failed every time my S26 Ultra when I try to call my cousin in Alabama and he has Verizon. Okay, do you know what a voice outage is? Yeah. Clearly you don't. Yeah, I do. I do know what a voice outage means. That if I can't call my cousin that has Verizon, that means the Verizon outage is affecting T-Mobile too. No, sir, that's not what it means. That means until they get their shit fixed, you can't call them. Can you call anybody else? Dial 611 for your phone. Welcome to T-Mobile. Oh, did it say call failed? No, sir. Call somebody with AT&T. You know anybody? Yeah, my wife. Call your wife right now. Ring, ring. Hello, honey. Hello. I'm at the T-Mobile store complaining about the Verizon outage. Honey, why would you go over there? The the outage has nothing to do with T-Mobile. But I can't call Steven in Alabama. Okay, but we have T-Mobile. Maybe Steven needs to get T-Mobile because the outage is Verizon's fault. You're calling me and the call's is coming through. Get your ass home. Okay, honey. Sir, yeah, you were right. My wife just told me that I need to get my ass home because I don't know what I'm talking about. And I could call every other number, and it's not saying call failed. There you go, sir. So there's no outage with T-Mobile. You learned something new, right? Yes, I did. Bye. Now, come on, guys. It's really common sense. It is. It's common sense. And I'm not trying to be a douche about it. I'm just being serious. It's common sense. People need to stop reading other people's shit. Because I wouldn't even be making this live stream talking about it if people would have never ran and clogged up T-Mobile's fucking lines. Sorry, YouTube. That's it. No more F-bomb. If you guys would have never clogged up freaking T-Mobile's lines and I could have got over to T-Mobile, then I would have been cool. I wouldn't even be having this conversation. But I need for the people that watch me to be smart. Don't be a Tim. Tim watches me and comes in my comment section just to recommend his own channel, recommend his friends' channels, talking about some go to green something channel. He's a great content creator. Why would you say that in my comment section, Tim? Freaking crazy, you know. I'm telling you. People want me to crash out on them. I'm seriously. People really want me to crash out. Listen, you're not gonna think it's funny when I'm crashing out on you like I crash out on these companies. You're not thinking, you think it's funny because I'm not crashing out on you. I'm crashing out on somebody else. But when my level of disdain for stupidity reaches the red line, I'm gonna automatically crash out. Right? That's why it's really important for you guys not to be a Tim. Okay? Being a Tim is no bueno. It's just like Verizon's outage yesterday. It was not no bueno. It wasn't good. Being a Tim is not good. Tim would have been filing an FCC complaint on T-Mobile for Verizon's outage. I wouldn't be surprised if people went and harassed the FCC. I'm reporting that I want to complain against T-Mobile because I'm trying to call my boyfriend and he has Verizon, and I know there's an outage with Verizon, but what that has to do with T-Mobile? What does that have to do with T-Mobile? Huh? What does Verizon's outage have to do with T-Mobile and me not being able to call my friends and family that have Verizon? T-Mobile, I want to put this complaint against T-Mobile on the FCC because I couldn't call my Verizon friends and family. Because there's a voice adage, sir. I would hate working in the FCC. I would lose my job. I'll crash out on dummies. For real. I'll call them back. Is this John? Look, you stupid son of a beep, dumb mother, beep. The outage is not with T-Mobile. Can you call everybody else? Can you call people with AT&T? Yes, sir. Can you call 1-800 numbers? Yes, sir. Or the 1-800 number saying call failed? No, sir. If you call people with AT&T or people that have T-Mobile, does it say call failed? No, sir. get off my phone line, and I will ban you from ever contacting the FCC for the rest of your life if you ever come at me with some dumb shit like this. Okay? I'm gonna say this once. Just because Verizon's having an outage, it doesn't affect T-Mobile and AT&T. It means that T-Mobile and AT&T customers can't call Verizon customers. Do you understand now, sir? Yes. Okay, now get the fuck off my phone. It's the truth, guys. Like, you can't be that gullible. Like, it burns me because in in my videos from now on, I gotta make them dummy proof. Seriously, I gotta make my videos dummy proof. I gotta specify everything. I gotta specify everything, everything. Especially when I'm reporting an outage. From the beginning of the video, I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, you know who it is? Your boy Alex RAwTAlk. Just want to let you know this outage is only isolated to AT&T. This outage is only isolated to Verizon. This outage is only isolated to T-Mobile. It does not mean that Verizon and AT&T are having issues because you can't call people with T-Mobile. It means T-Mobile's having a fucking issue, not the other two. Because it's like, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know. When I'm nice, people don't understand. When I'm mean, you get the fucking point. It sinks in your fucking head. Because it's like, I gotta make my videos dummy proof. Because you're pissing me off. You're sitting here blowing up fucking T-Mobile's number when I'm trying to get something done. That's not T-Mobile's fault. That's your fault for being a jackass. And saying, oh yeah, I think this is smart. You know, the Verizon outage is saying that my phone has call failed when I try to call Verizon, but you know, I have AT&T. I think I'm gonna complain against AT&T. No, AT&T has nothing to do with it. AT&T has nothing to do with it. So like I said, I have to talk like this. I have to. I'm serious. I have to. I have to talk like this because you guys, every time I try to talk to you nice, the people that watch me and not even subscribe to my channel, that you guys just watch me, you don't comment, you sit here and you do dumb shit. So if I don't call you out on your dumb shit, then who's gonna call you out on your dumb shit? Who's gonna teach you not to be a Tim? I don't need a whole bunch of Tims watching me. What do I want a whole bunch of Tims watching me? Somebody that just watches me to watch me and doesn't listen to a word that comes out of my mother-loving mouth? You're wasting my time. And you're wasting your time. Because you're not learning anything. Seriously, you're not learning anything. What was going on with T-Mobile with you had to call? Oh, Ray, I wanted to know about the 36 months financing for business. And I couldn't get that call through because people were reading Reddit, a jackass on Reddit that said that the Verizon outage affected T-Mobile. That T-Mobile was having an outage too because when that person was trying to call uh, Verizon customers, his call said failed. So automatically that meant that T-Mobile was having an outage when that's not how it works. Oh my God. Seriously, I'm gonna start doing that. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not being. I'm being serious. That's why specifically on this video I made it clear. This outage with activation, it will changing number issues is isolated to total wireless. Because if I don't say that, the person will try to call somebody that has total and they have T-Mobile. Oh my God, there's a T-Mobile outage. I couldn't call my family member that has total. No. Jesus Christ. Like I don't understand people. Listen. This is why you people need to stop watching dumb shit on social media. Seriously, you do. You really do. You need to stop watching them fake ass auditors, freedom of press, harassing police officers and other law abiding citizens, and pay attention to something that's more important that you can learn from and don't look stupid, which is tech. And I'm being serious. I'm saying this the nicest way ever. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I was gonna do this live stream and curse you guys the F out. But I said that's not gonna help my channel. You know what I'm saying? I was just gonna have a complete meltdown, crash out, live stream, and I chose not to. So I'm being nice. You know, I know people keep leaving because you're offended, but if you leave, it's because you're one of these people. You're one of the people that are so dumb that you think that because Verizon has an outage, it affects T-Mobile and AT&T. Just like if T-Mobile has an outage, it affects Verizon and AT&T. Just like if AT&T has an outage, it affects Verizon and T-Mobile. No, no, don't be a Tim. If Tim would have had T-Mobile and he was trying to harass me and call my Verizon number, he would have been trying to do an FCC complaint against T-Mobile. Talking about some T-Mobile has an outage. My number keeps what is it called? My phone keeps saying call failed. Look, I'm not the smartest or the brightest guy. I have my flaws too, dyslexia. But good Lord, if I was that gullible, I wouldn't be a YouTuber. I wouldn't have 55,000 subscribers if I was that dumb. If I was that dumb to believe anything I see on social media, I wouldn't have the I wouldn't be at the milestone that I am right now. 5 years. In 5 years, I got 55,000 subscribers. More than half of 100,000 in 5 years. So I wouldn't be at this milestone that I am right now if I was that damn gullible to believe anything. Oh my God, T-Mobile's having an outage because I can't call AT&T. Oh my God, T-Mobile's having an outage because I can't call Verizon. No, listen. Let me explain something to you, all right? And I'm gonna say this in a way for you to understand it. Back in the 90s, you were not allowed. T-Mobile was not allowed to call Verizon. Verizon was not allowed to call T-Mobile. AT&T wasn't allowed to call Verizon or T-Mobile. You could only call people that had the same carrier. Okay, that was back in the day. So I could imagine the meltdowns you guys would have had back in the day. The meltdowns. And it's crazy because half of the people that are gullible right now, you're around my age. You're in your freaking 40s. You're in your 40s acting like if you have no freaking common sense, your mentality is of a freaking 14-year-old. You're 40 with a mentality of a 14-year-old. Because I don't even, I think my daughter's smarter than you. Because when my daughter called me, she was like, Dad, I think there's a problem with Verizon. Juju. She called my T-Mobile business line, and I'm like, yeah, my love, there is. She was like, I was trying to call you from my Metro phone, and it kept saying call failed. And then when I called T-Mobile, I said, okay, well, that's not my phone. So if my 14-year-old daughter can have common sense and know that it's not Metro having the problem, Metro by T-Mobile is a Verizon issue, and she can call me on my T-Mobile line, why can't you guys that are way older have common sense? You're worse. You're like I don't know, like a toddler. Like you're learning how to speak all over again. So I can imagine you guys having phones for the people that are my age, right? And don't know what I'm talking about. Early in the 90s, when T-Mobile was popular, it was called OmniPoint, and Verizon and Sprint. You couldn't call. Sprint customers could only talk to Sprint customers, Verizon customers singular to singular customers, Alltel wireless customers to Alltel wireless customers, AT&T to AT&T, and T-Mobile to only T-Mobile. Okay, that took like 3 years for them to make it where you can call other numbers when my faves came out. But you know, most of you guys are too young to know what my faves are. My faves are something that T-Mobile came out with that you could talk to unlimited to 5 people in your contact list that were not from T-Mobile. Okay, because T-Mobile was considered mobile to mobile. Okay, so if you have them 5 people in your my faves, they can have Sprint, Alltel, Verizon, and AT&T and T and Singular. There goes the other five. Okay. So at one upon a time in 2006, I mean sorry, in 1996, there was 7 carriers, not three, 7. Okay. Alltel Wireless. I forgot Nextel. Alltel Wireless, Nextel, Sprint, AT&T, Singular, Verizon, and T-Mobile. There were 7 carriers at one point. In between them 7 carriers, you could only talk to the people for free that had the same carrier. Okay? If I called back in 1996 somebody that had AT&T, it would be 50 cents per minute. Okay? 50 cents per minute. So be happy that now we got truly unlimited. I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive, to get to see unlimited internet, to test out millimeter wave, to be able to talk to on the phone unlimitedly, to be, you know how amazing it is to have a freaking touchscreen phone? I showed you guys the phones I had before. They were tactile buttons. So that's what you guys need to understand, man. Like, please, if you're gonna watch me, please listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Don't be a Tim and don't look stupid. Because I'm telling you, dumb people are gonna clown you, man. You would have went to a Verizon store, I mean to AT&T store, talking about so my phone is saying call failed every time I call Verizon. There's an outage at AT&T. The people would have just laughed. Yo, you heard this effing idiot? Yeah, man. He's talking about some of the freaking Verizon outage cost an outage with us when we're not even on the same network. Jesus Christ, we got some stupid customers. Oh my God, bro. I'm glad we got them out of here though. And that's exactly how they talk. I've been to plenty of stores in all 3 carriers when somebody left the store, oh my God, that dude was effing stupid. Good Lord. You guys seen that? He came in here talking about some, his phone was saying call failed when he was trying to call Sprint because this one says Sprint was still around back in like 2021. You know, Sprint was still around. And he was like, oh, um, every time I try to call Sprint customers from my T-Mobile line, it says call failed. And he was like, yeah, we're aware of that. That's an outage with a voice outage with Sprint. That doesn't affect T-Mobile. We're on 2 different networks. Oh, it doesn't? Yeah, it doesn't. Were you able to make other calls? Yeah, I can call 611 and call you guys at the store and tell you, okay, did the call drop? No. Did it say call failed? No. Okay. So I'm sorry, but until Sprint fixes that, you're not gonna be able to talk to your Sprint friends or whoever got Sprint in your family. Okay, thank you. I thought it was, okay to report it to you guys. Okay, yeah, we can't do nothing about it. This is a T-Mobile store, not a Sprint store. And as soon as he left, they started roasting him. They were laughing. Oh my God, they were laughing. And I'm trying to stop you guys from being that guy. Okay, I seriously think that's why Tim is limited to where he can go. This guy, I can imagine him harassing the AT&T store. Why do I only get 3 megs down and 1 meg up at my house, and I got the turbo on, and it's included on the Elite 2.0? Sir, do you realize that the nearest tower to your house is 7 miles away? You know how far that is to reach to your room, let alone penetrate your house? No, I don't know nothing about that. Well, yeah, just leave. Go to T-Mobile. I think even Verizon works better in this area. You don't want to be a Tim. You don't want to be the person that people, and I'm being serious, guys. You do not listen. Let me even turn on the camera for this. You don't want to be the person that walks out of a T-Mobile store or a Verizon store, an AT&T store, and they're bombing on you. They're making fun of you. All right, they're roasting your ass because you sat there and you complained about an outage that had nothing to do with the carrier that you're in the store. Please, don't do that shit to yourself. Like I said, I seen people roast it for real. Damn, that dude was dumb. How can I help you now, bro? Oh yeah, I was here to upgrade. Oh, okay, my bad, bro. I was dealing with that freaking idiot. That effing idiot. My God, did you hear the stupid shit that came out of his mouth? That supposedly he was getting call failed because it was our fault that Sprint had no service. I'm like, yeah, I heard him. I heard him. Yeah, man, that dude is so freaking dumb, bro. I was in the verge of crashing out. I had to calm down. I was like, yeah, I know. I seen you was getting red. He was like, yeah, man. T-Mobile got some dumbass customers. I'm telling you. Like, hey man, it is what it is. Some people are not knowledgeable, bro. Some people like watching stupid videos instead of going on YouTube and learning about real tech. Well, I guess that's the problem, bro. They need to start watching, are you a YouTuber? Yeah. Yeah, well, they need to start watching people like you that you know what the hell you're talking about. Shit, you're telling me the features on the phone before I even show you the phone. And it's true. Like, they wanted me to work at the T-Mobile corporate store because I know what the hell I'm talking about. They don't get stressed out talking to me. They learn from me. Oh shit, bro. Thank you, man. I learned something new. That's what's up, bro. Wow. So our phones have millimeter wave, even though T-Mobile doesn't own that millimeter wave. Yes, bro. The S26 Plus, the S26 Ultra, they have millimeter wave. And how about the iPhones? They all do, except the 17E and the 16E, and the cheaper ones. But as long as it's a 17 or 16 or a 14 or even a 12, the iPhone 12 was the first budget phone, basically, you could say, that supported millimeter wave, the iPhone 12. Wow, bro, you don't want a job here? Nah, bro, I'm good. He's like, damn, bro, but you know a lot, bro. You love this shit. I'm like, yeah, bro, I love my craft, bro. Sometimes I crash out on subscribers and people that watch me, but it's because they don't listen. Like, I want you to listen. If I'm taking time out of my day to do a live stream that I could be spending time with my mom, with my brother, with my girl, with my kids, be appreciative. For real. Be appreciative. Listen to what I gotta say. Just like you could listen to these dumb other people doing dumb shit, jumping off of counters at Dunkin' Donuts and running with soda, and cursing people out on Walmart. You like watching all that stupid shit. You're not learning nothing. You're learning how to break the law and get locked up. Here you're learning something good. So I make this abundantly clear, guys. The outage that the voice outage that Verizon had yesterday, Saturday, August 8th, affected Total Wireless today. Well, yeah, it's today, yeah. It's not 12 o'clock now, it's only 10:30. So it affected Total Wireless today. Okay, Sunday, August 9th. Okay, does that mean that I'm gonna leave Total? No. As soon as they refund my card, I'm gonna get a new Total line. Can't beat that. $20 a month for 5 years. Can't beat that. It's a good deal. So that's all I want to say, guys, concerning outages. The outages only affect the carrier that has the outage. It does not affect the other two. Okay? So just like yesterday's outage, it did not affect AT&T or T-Mobile. The only thing was that you were getting call failed because voice was out, and that's facts. And do I gotta call Verizon to get a credit tomorrow? Yes, the hell I do. Yes, I do. Because nobody can call me. Calls didn't start going through till like 9 o'clock at night. Was when the calls started going through. But from early in the morning, people couldn't call my Verizon line. It was like at 8 o'clock. It was, a matter of fact, it was after I ported the number from Boost Mobile that I can call myself from AT&T and T and Metro, and it wasn't saying call failed. So after I ported that number in like at 9 o'clock at night, that I left Boost Mobile, because you guys know that yesterday's live stream was centered about around Boost Mobile. And after I left Boost Mobile, you know, that's when stuff happened. Guys, I'm gonna put the link to join the live stream right here in the comment section. And Tim, if you're watching, I'm not gonna unban you this time. And if you come in with any other account, I'm gonna ban you. I don't care. I don't care what you say. Becoming a channel member doesn't really. That's all you know how to do, to apologize. I'm gonna become a channel member. Alex will forgive me. No, you're staying banned, permanently banned from this channel. Permanently banned. So yeah, guys, it's not that hard. I said, you're learning something today. I'm sorry for cursing, and I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but I'm being serious. You gotta stop calling T-Mobile about Verizon and AT&T outages. Because AT&T or Verizon, AT&T or Verizon outages won't have nothing to do with T-Mobile. Now the T-Mobile outage when we lost service, that was a valid outage. That was T-Mobile's outage. You feel me? I didn't hear about nobody calling Verizon and talking about something. Well, I can't call T-Mobile customers. I think there's an outage with you guys. It's always that's the problem. It's always the T-Mobile customer looking dumb. And I gotta be honest, it's true. Who's the one who made a post on Reddit talking about the Verizon outage that's affecting T-Mobile because I try to call my family and it says call failed. A T-Mobile customer. It wasn't an AT&T customer saying that dumb shit. It was a T-Mobile customer. So T-Mobile customers always making T-Mobile look bad, which is crazy. And I hope that idiot watches this live stream. So I'm gonna make sure I share this on Reddit so he could get some common sense. Well, he did curse me out. He called me an idiot. But he has the right. Yeah, I was an idiot. Because it was a Verizon outage. Because I can call everybody else except people that had Verizon. So that means it's a Verizon outage. And I should have never said on Reddit that it affected AT&T and T-Mobile customers. Because it doesn't. He's right. He's right. The Verizon rep was laughing at me. He's right.
Okay. Hoy seguro de ahora ya lo puse allí.
So,
Entonces de ahora, me
so it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. I seriously try to be as nice as I can be to people, all jokes aside. I like helping you guys out. You know, somebody wanted me to try Total. That's why I'm trying Total right now. So I like helping you guys out. Whatever I can do to help you guys out, I'm here for you. But don't watch stupidity on Reddit and run with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to order something. Give me a second. I'm still here though. Give me a second. I'm trying to order something real fast. That's all toda la cosa que quiero. Esto. Una de las cosas de la pelo me la aprendieron todo. No, como taxes todavía salen, te estás ahorrando 100 y pico de pesos, dice. Let me see, guys. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, man, you know, I'm being dead serious. I try, I'm trying to be nice when I talk to people about, you know, these things.
Una pelea 2 contra 2.
You know?
¿Por qué? Apostaremos 100.000 millones.
It's
Y ganaremos el barato.
seriously. So that's why it's really important, guys. Really, really important. for you to know, for you to know the difference between.
Ahora, pone con la cara esta vieja te la mando por paquetería. Maldito enano rico de mierda. ¿Sabes por qué sigues en Corea? Por los agentes del Servicio Nacional de Inteligencia en el aeropuerto. Creo que no sabías que mi tío es el... ¿Y eso qué me importa? Manda el dinero. Si no, le destrozo la cara a la vieja. Solo dame un motivo para matarme. Te vas a arrepentir. Quiero verte intentarlo, imbécil. Mira, vieja. Creen que no son capaces de matar.
Hold on, okay.
Es el Servicio Nacional de Inteligencia. Podemos quedar atrapados aquí. Si seguimos aquí, es cuestión de tiempo para que nos atrape la policía. ¿Eso qué, imbécil? Yo lo arreglaré, señor. Buscaré la forma de salir a Tailandia. Solo en 10 días. Me aseguraré de que la pelea
Yep.
se lleve
So
a cabo.
that's why I say it's really important, guys. It's really important for you to pay attention when I speak and when I tell you things. Seriously.
Tienes 10 días. Más te vale resolver, ¿no?
I forgot how to add money to the account. Sorry, guys. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Bill pay. Oh, here, add money. How much money am I adding to this account? Okay. Hmm. I did with Apple Pay, baby. Apple Pay.
Next speaker by Frank S.J. here is a rare book.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's this card at? Oh, man.
My favorite book.
Here's this phone.
But I can't pay you premium price because the book is all marked up.
Yes, sir. Where's it at?
Oh, bon, madame, bon. Merci beaucoup.
Let's see right here. Add money.
Bimbo. ¿Y si ese idiota de verdad lastima a mamá? ¿Qué hacemos? Esperemos un poco más.
What is it? Oh, 52.
Me están llamando.
Ese es el programa, eso no es.
Yo te dejo.
Wrong card.
Si me lo permite, le daré un buen consejo. No vuelva a burocracia en el pecho.
Esta línea aquí no se le dio sobre ese.
There we go.
Nosotros no podemos darle dinero, pero llevaremos a la madre de Kim.
There we go, guys.
Si ganamos, nos quedaremos con la apuesta y saldremos del país en el jet privado que usted nos preparará. En cuanto lleguemos a salvo al destino, la vamos a liberar. Cumpliré esta promesa, aunque me cueste la vida. Tienen mi palabra. Les voy a
There we
asegurar
go.
su libertad. Pero sientas.
I ordered what I needed to order, guys. Now I can get back to the live stream. Sorry about that.
Sabe que tengo gente dentro.
Oh, hold on. What the hell?
No volverá a ver nunca a su querida madre. Espero. A ver. ¿Algo más? Prepare la cifra de la puesta en vivo. La pelea será en 10 días. Lo llamaré 2 horas antes del encuentro.
Oh,
Mientras
hell
tanto,
no.
apagaré este teléfono
Stay
para
there.
evitar cualquier tipo de rastreo. ¿Quedó claro?
There we go, guys.
Hablamos pronto.
So please, guys, pay attention to what I say.
Tranquilos.
Don't be a Tim. You know,
Buscaré a personas.
Tim is banned from both of these channels right now, from the RAwTAlk channel and the RAwTAlk channel,
Regresaremos mucho más.
because he doesn't like to pay attention. I talk about a subject and he wants to talk about something else,
Conseguí un jet de Tailandia.
recommending other people's channels on my channel.
Pero tienen que pelear contra el equipo. Y fue muy chingón una pelea doble.
So I'm done. I don't care if he cancels his channel membership, I can care less. I don't need Tim's money. I don't need somebody further aggravating me when I'm talking about people aggravating me. And that's a fact. That's the problem with Tim. He thinks that with becoming somebody's channel member, he can steal their content, do a voiceover, and make a channel with content that he stole. And he thinks that basically, you know, becoming a channel member, he's apologizing. That's not how shit works. Not at all.
¿Tú eres el hijo del señor Hong? Sí.
So, guys, I am going to end the live stream. I am tired,
Tú peleaste.
and I just wanted to get that point across.
Sí.
Tomorrow we'll talk about a whole different subject.
Soy Jorge.
I'm really upset because I lost my total wireless number. Well, my total wireless line. They couldn't really reactivate it, so that's what has me like really mad. And then Tim with his dumb shit just adding wood to the fire. So Tim, I know you're watching this live stream on one of your troll accounts. Don't sit there and harass nobody, telling them, yo, tell Alex to unban me. Because I'm not going to do it. I'm tired of giving you chances. I've been giving you chances for the last 3 years. Since 2023, you've been getting on my damn nerves. And I've been letting you slide and letting you slide and letting you slide and letting you slide. Well, today was the straw that broke the camel's back. You come in here with whatever channel you come in here with, I'm banning them. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore, Tim. I'm done. Other than that, guys, take care. God bless and be safe. Hit that like button. If I offended anybody, I apologize in advance. Sorry for cursing. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Take care. God bless and be safe. You already. And thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate you.